Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I kind of have a video that I'm not really sure, I've never done this type of thing before. I have a nail video because, it's kind of hard to, get into a nail salon and, honestly, I'm not really comfortable with it yet. But I wanted my nails done, so I watched a video from I Love Sososoraya, which is Karen here on YouTube, and she bought a kit from a company called Kara Sky. I'll link them below. But I have never done my nails before. I am terrible at painting my nails because I get impatient. I don't think I did that bad. I didn't do great by any means, but they look pretty good. Just a little disclaimer in the video, my hands are very dry and irritated looking right now because I tried a new soap, because people keep buying all the soap, so I keep having to buy like soaps that I'm not used to. And for whatever reason, as I'm getting older, my skin is becoming more sensitive, and my skin did not like this new soap. So it got irritated, and I've been putting this cream that my doctor prescribed to me a while back, and it's helping, but I just want to let you know that's how it is in the video. So I know, you don't have to comment, dude, your hands are really red because I know. But anyway, so the kit was really cool. I'll show you everything. I don't have it out right now because I realized I didn't film an intro, and I'm just about to take this makeup off, and I was like, oh my gosh, maybe I should film. So you get a little light, you get a 500 piece kit of the nails, because you gel them on. Instead of having glue, you gel them on. I don't know if that's a term. So you get 500 pieces of the different sizes, just like how you do when you buy press-ons, the bulk, and you get 4 steps of to look like nail polish. You get a prep, a primer, a builder, and a top coat. And then I went further and I bought 3 colors of just gel on my own. And I also put glitter, but I just put regular glitter, and I wasn't sure how it was gonna work out because I have had that done at the salon, but obviously I'm not a nail tech. I'm not even a licensed cosmetologist. I have no idea how to do any of that stuff. Thought it would be fun, and the whole video is filmed just on my hands. So it's on my desk, and I probably should have used a paper towel now that I think about it, because I made a mess on my desk right now, and it's whatever. But anyway, that's beside the point. If you like these videos, please subscribe and give me a thumbs up so I know that you like them. And also hit the notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media channels. I'll put them right here somewhere, or right here, wherever there's a space to put the information, Yeah, I'll link the stuff below. The nail drill I got from Amazon. I pretty much just bought everything that I Love Sososoraya had on hers, or Karen. I don't know if I should refer to her as Karen or I Love Sososoraya, but if I say Karen, I'm referring to I Love Sososoraya, okay? But yeah, they're on Instagram. They have really cool things. I did pop one off within an hour of wearing one, only because it was one of the first ones that I did, and it wasn't good. I learned. Hopefully my next set will be better, but these ones aren't that bad. But anyway, so if you want to learn how I did my nails at home for the first time ever in my life, keep watching. Hello and welcome to my desk. As you can see, all of the materials that you need are on the desk. I am doing a voiceover for this, and this is my first time doing a video from this angle. I just noticed that I'm out of frame a bit. I hope that it gets better as the video progresses. I didn't view this beforehand, so this voiceover is literally the first time that I'm doing this, so we're kind of going through this together, so bear with me. I'm also going to try to not say or it's hard for me. I'm gonna try. I just said a minute ago, or a few seconds ago, so whatever. I'm gonna try, because I don't feel like editing this video so much. Not so much not editing the video, I don't feel like editing the sound over and over and over, and it just cuts out every 2 seconds, so we're not going to do that here. So anyway, you see that little pamphlet over there by the nail polishes? Those are the instructions, and I didn't look at them yet. I am just sizing them at this point. That is part of the directions in the pamphlet, but it's like step number. I don't remember what step number it is. I know it's not number 1. So I skipped a step, but it's okay. Also, prior to filming this video, I did already soak my nails and I trimmed my cuticles and pushed my cuticles back. So I did all that stuff before I filmed. So after I've sized all the nails, the instructions said to remove all the shine from my natural nails. So I just filed them with the file attachment. I'm not even sure if I was using the right attachment because, like I said, I am not a nail tech. But this worked, and I was just trying to rough up my nails a little bit just to kind of score my nails so that the gel polish would have a better way to adhere to my nails and the gel tip. So after I filed my nails, I did continue following the directions. So the next step was to use this nail polish. It's the prep step. They're labeled, it has 1, 2, 3, and 4. This one I think is a dehydrator. That's what it felt like anyway. I think I recall them doing that to my nails whenever I've gotten them done. It's just kind of something that just kind of takes off all the natural oils. That's what it looked like it was doing to my nails. So the next step after you've prepped your nails is to prime them. And I tried to show it in the frame and I did not. So at this point, I'm just kind of wondering who lets me make videos because I'm not doing the greatest job right now. But anyway, it says to apply a thin layer to your nails. And so this, I wasn't really sure what this did. The first one, it dehydrated, like I said. This one kind of seemed like it just did the same thing, but I don't really know. I'm not going to pretend like I know a lot about the nail world because I don't. I just followed the directions and hope that everything comes out okay. So now it was time to apply the builder, which I didn't get in frame again, so I apologize. Like I said, bear with me. It's my first time doing a video at this angle. So the directions say to apply a thin layer, and I honestly don't think that I applied it thin enough. It wasn't like super thick, but it wasn't as thin as I thought it should have been because it kind of felt a little bulky. I did notice that after I mixed it up a bit and I applied it to the other hand, it wasn't as thick, so I think I just needed to mix it up a little bit better. So after you apply it, you're supposed to cure it for 30 seconds, I think. Each nail 30 seconds. So that's the part that, like, I think if you had a full-size gel light, it would come in handy because the little light is super great for when you're applying each individual nail because it has so much room on the side and you have, you know, room to do lots of stuff. And this one, you can only do one nail at a time. So when you're curing something like as a whole, or like if you're trying to cure like your nail color, it's kind of time consuming to do it with this little tiny light. So if you are impatient, you should probably invest in a full-size light. But if you're totally cool with it, then just use this light. This light works perfectly fine. It's great. It was really cute and it's very easy to store, and which was one of the reasons why I liked it. So anyway, like I said, if you want to, you can purchase an additional light and you can cure all this stuff in one step. Otherwise, the little light works just fine. So after you've cured that, you just apply a small amount of the builder to the part of the tip, the nail tip that is going to be in contact with your natural nail. Can you still call it a tip, by the way? Because it's not a tip. It covers your whole nail. So I don't know. I'm referring to them as tips. But one thing I didn't show in the video because it was totally out of frame was you're supposed to file the nail, the tip itself, like where it's going to be on your nail. So you have to kind of score that and rough it up too. So I used if you look at the little container that has the tips for the drill, right next to the drill to the left of the drill, I used the really pointy one and I just drilled all up in there. And I didn't do like too much though because like the tips are kind of thin, so I didn't want to ruin them by any means. So anyway, so back to where we're at now. I had a little bit of trouble with this first nail because I kind of couldn't get it right, and I think that this might be the one that I popped off and I redid, and that's the one that came off again. But it's kind of difficult to get into the groove of holding it down but holding it in place because they can get crooked really easily. So you have to like hold it in place like kind of tight, and then like leave like this the bottom showing. That's the technique that I did. So like I just like left like the bottom showing, and I pushed it really tight, and I held it under the light for 10 seconds like the instructions said. And because during those 10 seconds at least the bottom adheres and gets cured, so when you take your other hand off and you just let it cure by itself, the rest of it cures. So you hold it for 10 seconds and then you let it be by itself for 30 seconds. So as I progressed, I started to use this dotting tool, which is typically used for nails, but I use them for makeup. I use them for eyeliner if I'm trying to use, like, make a precise dot. But so I was using that instead of my finger to hold the nail on while I was curing it, because it just made it so much easier for me. I wanted to show you one hand at a time, but for whatever reason, it was easier for me to do like alternating hands. So like I would do both my pinkies and both my ring fingers and both my middle fingers and pointer then the thumb. So I kind of went back and forth like that. But so this light is super easy to use. It just has a little plug-in and it has a little button in the back that you turn on. And I thought originally that it was only on for 30 seconds, but I feel like it's more like a minute because I was counting and the light would still stay on afterwards. And I was like, why is it still on? So if you see me taking it out before the light is off, it's because the light, I think, was on longer than I needed it to be. So that's that. See, like, it's super easy. And like you can plug it into just a USB plug into. So both the drill and the light have a little box and the cord, like just like your phone does. I actually have an extension cord with a surge protector type thing, and it has like 4 USB plugins, and it has 3 regular plugins. So I use the plugins for my light and stuff like that. So it was very convenient that this also allows you to use it with just plugging the cord into a USB port. So just like you would with your natural nail, if you're going to put gel polish on, you have to rough up the outside of the nail a little bit, or score it, as I like to say. So I use this attachment. I'm not sure if this is the proper attachment to use, but it worked. This nail kit was, or not just the nail kit was pretty awesome too, but the nail drill had so many attachments, and I think it was only like 20 bucks. So, and it worked really well. It had on this little thing that you see here on the cord, it has a reverse, a stop, and a forward setting. And then you also have like a little spin dial that lets you choose the speed. So I actually had it really high up, and I was like, oh, that's a little too intense for me. I'm not on that level. That's too advanced. I'm a beginner. That was too advanced for me. So I was like, okay, we need to not. So then I was deciding whether or not that was the best tool to use. So I switched it, but then I think I changed it back because I was like, you know what? I think that original tool was the best one to use. So I've seen nail techs use this before, so I thought it would work best for me, but it wasn't what I needed at the moment. So I had to put it back and go back to what I was using because it just wasn't it. So after I filed the nails down, I was ready to put on my gel color, and I really like this color. The only thing I didn't like about it was that it had a little bit of a sheen to it, and I have nothing against the polish itself. It's just that personally, I don't like for there to be a sheen at all. I like it to just be strictly flat color because I like to have a glittery accent nail. So I like it to be flat color with that one nail just popping, you know? But you can't really tell on this one, so it's not that bad. But this one was called Creme de Nude, and I actually bought 3 of them. Not the same color, obviously. I bought this color, which was like more of a fleshy tone. Then I bought an olive green color, and then I bought a gray color because, you know, those are gonna be my fall vibes. I'm all about olive green and grays, you know, that's just like, you know, for fall. So those are gonna be my next set. So if you see those on the gram, I told you already. So, but these were really nice. They were very easy to use. The brushes I appreciated, let me just tell you that, because, you know, like when you get regular nail polish, it's kind of like really straight. That's where I mess up. That's where like it makes me have like, I just do really poorly on the painting job. This one had a rounded brush, so like it was really easy to like kind of flatten it and kind of get in the little contours of your nails. I very much appreciated that. Thank you very much, Kiara Sky Nails, for doing that. I'm not even sure if other gel polishes are like that, so maybe I'm just, you know, experiencing this for the first time. But I've never done gel. Actually, I don't even personally like gel on my natural nails because every time I get it, it just peels right off. So it's like, it's kind of pricey for just, you know, polish. It's supposed to last for weeks and weeks, and it doesn't. So it does last on my acrylic nails, so I think that it's going to be okay in this sense, but who knows. So now I'm just being impatient, you know, and moving ahead when I shouldn't be. But I was really proud of my paint job. So I'm just gonna be painting and see how like you just have to like flatten it. I learned that on this nail. You just kind of flatten it and then just drag it forward. And it's said to seal the nail, which I'm assuming just means that you go on the tip too, because I've seen nail techs do, like they put the color on the tip, and so I think that that's what they do too. So I think that's what was meant. I didn't research, obviously, I just kind of guessed. So it worked, so we're good. So while doing the top coat, the shiny coat, after I already had to put 2 coats of the gel polish, I decided to do my accent nail, which I kind of wish that I would have waited on this hand because I got glitter on the other fingers and it cured that way, but it's not that bad, so it's fine. But so I just applied a top coat to this accent nail, and like I said, never done this before. If this is kind of how I've seen it done when they've done it for me at the nail salon. But so I just had this glitter that I got from Amazon a while back. I use it for makeup, and I thought it would look pretty, so I just kind of poured it onto the top coat, and it kind of got everywhere. This is where I made a mess. Glitter is so messy. Like, it stays with you forever. It could be a year from now and you'll still find glitter somewhere from a time that you used it. But see like how it kind of got on like my other nails? Kind of wasn't feeling that. So I was trying to place it where I thought it would look best, but like it didn't like really, I ended up taking off more than I was trying to put on. So I kind of just aligned the edges of the glitter with the nail so nothing was going to be hanging off. And then I sealed it with the top coat. So I cleaned up that glittery mess because if I'm just being real, it was getting everywhere because, you know, if you've worked with glitter, you know. So anyway, so I'm just applying a top coat here on top, which I kind of wished I would have pressed it down after I cured it the first time, because I did that with my second nail and it came out way better, but I ended up getting glitter on the applicator. And what I'm doing out of frame right here is I am scraping the edge of my applicator. I'm scraping the glitter off of it on the edge of my desk, and I don't know why I did that. I don't know. I was gonna wipe it like on a cotton round or like a Q-tip or a paper towel, but then I was like, it's gonna get like those fibers from the material, so I just was like, whatever. It wasn't gonna like harden or ruin it, so I figured I'll just do it right there because my desk is, you know, it's hardened plastic or wood, whatever it is. I don't really know what my desk is actually. Like, I think it's wood, but it's like not like real wood. It's like that cheaper wood. So anyway, I'm going off on a tangent again. But anyway, so I did learn from doing this one nail. My other glitter nail was way better. But in all honesty, I'll probably tell people like what I did. Like, because you honestly can't tell. But I'm the type of person like that people will be like, oh my god, your nails look so good from doing yourself, and I'm like, oh, but look, I messed up on this nail and I don't know why I do that. I don't know why I can't just be like, thank you, and then just, you know, leave it at that. I have to be like, oh, well, look, it messed up right here. I should have done a better job and blah blah blah, and I don't know why I do that. I literally give out way more information than needed. My boyfriend's always telling me like, what is your problem? He's like, why do you have to go and give everybody more information than what they have asked for? And I don't know. I have no idea. Like, I just like to like talk, I think. Maybe this is why I like the voiceover, because I can just talk and talk and talk. So I feel bad for you, but not really, because you clicked on this video. So you chose this, okay? You chose this. But anyway, so I didn't notice it at the time, but my nail or the applicator had like this hard chunk of plastic on it. I don't know what it was, but it was making the application of the top coat like very weird. So I kept thinking it was thick, and so I kept like taking off, and I was like, what is this, what's happening? And like it wasn't going on smoothly. And then I think I noticed something, like I was gonna clean it off or something. I don't remember exactly how I noticed it, but I was trying to take something off there. I don't remember what I was doing right there, but there comes a point where I noticed that there's a huge chunk of plastic on it. So like what it was doing is it was like putting on a super thick layer, and then it was kind of scraping off some of the color, and then like it just looked really bubbly and gross, and it wasn't the vibe, you know. It wasn't good. So here is where I kind of noticed that something was on the applicator, like right here. Like I noticed something was like moving away, and I was like, what is that? So I ended up like investigating, and I saw that it was something that needed to be removed. So I did that, which it wasn't a big deal. Like, I'm not sure if this is how they're all supposed to be, but it wasn't that big deal to take off. It really, like, it was not a huge deal at all. Like, I just was like, oh, okay, well, this thing needs to come off. So I'm not sure if something just was there, it wasn't supposed to be there or what, but it was like this huge chunk of plastic. So I think I show it here in a minute because it was kind of hard to take off because, you know, it's nail polish and part of it's been right there. But see, like, there it is. It kind of felt like a contact lens, and it wasn't a contact lens, but like that same texture. And I was like, what is this? But it was that huge chunk right there on the cotton pad. So after I took that off, the top coat was so smooth. For the rest of the time, it was so nice. So I'm very impressed with these products. So I'm not gonna keep the rest of the footage for the other hand, only because it's repetitive. It's the same thing for both, and I don't want to have you have to have this long video. You know, it's all the same steps. I did the same thing on the other hand. The only thing I did differently on the glitter was once I cured the glitter, I put the top coat and then I cured the glitter, and then I pushed it down with my fingers just to kind of set it where it's supposed to be, and then I put the top coat on top. That was the only difference. Unfortunately, the rest of the footage is kind of not good too because I record off of my phone. So at this point, or here in a bit, the little prompt that tells you that your battery has less than 20% popped up, and it got stuck recording just that frame. I did, however, get some footage of the end of my nail, like what the end result was, so I will include that. But all in all, I'm very impressed with this kit. It was very easy to use. The first few nails were a little bit difficult just because I had to get the hang of it and get into, you know, like a groove. But other than that, it was really nice. I really like them a lot. Even if they don't last the full 3 weeks, like they say, like, it was actually nice. So I think it's $109 for just the kit. And then each gel color is $12.99, but they're like the full size. And so I don't know how much everybody pays for the nails, but I was paying like almost $60 just as a base price. Doesn't include like the upcharge for getting your, like, the glitter or any design on the accent nail, and doesn't include any upcharge for any design, and no tip. So the tip is not included in that. So literally just one time or just a couple times using the kit, it's like getting your nails done twice. And if you, since the tip, I think the tips have 500 pieces, I think I said. So if you find your size, you can use those tips 5 times. And I think the replacement for the gel tips are like, it's like $30 something. It's not that expensive. So it's pretty cool. And you can choose from different sizes. I'm actually going to include them right here. These are all of the different types of tips that they offer. So I got the Coffin Medium, the GT02, and they're kind of long. They're just a smidge longer than what I like maybe like a 1/4 of an inch longer than I like, but it's not that big of a deal. They are all really nice. I haven't tried the other ones. I've only, like I said, this is only my first time, and I've only tried the GT02, but they're really nice. They're sturdy. They are shaped very nice, so they're pretty. The sizes are really nice to work with because they aren't just, they have small changes. It's not just like, you know, a big jump in changes. So overall, the ease of use of this product is super nice. I really liked it. Like I said, I'm really satisfied with my purchase. And yeah, and if you need more assistance with how to use these type of things, like on their YouTube, which I think is just Care Sky, they have tutorials. They have like in-depth instructions on how to do it best. So if you have any troubles, you can use those resources, and it's super nice. So I thought that the footage that I had of my nails at the end was going to be okay, but it was not. So here's some footage that I just took as I'm editing this video. As you can see, my nail polish game needs some work. That has nothing to do with the quality of the products. It's just my own personal issue. I'm just not good at painting my nails, but that's the end result. Thanks again for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know how you liked it in the comments. Again, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be informed whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for your support. If you would be so kind as to subscribe if you like these channels. Or wait, what did I say? Wait, what?